Cancer, hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we will be doing a general card reading for you for the time frame of July the 1st to the 25th of 2025. My new decks have finally come in, and I'll be changing up the format a bit. I'm also looking to, there's some more stuff I'm waiting to get in to help with the whole process of everything. I'm also been working on my technology so that I can make the readings a little bit less rushed in some capacities. So everything's coming along steadily. I'm also thinking about introducing love readings and business and finance or career or finance and career readings. I'm thinking about doing that. Also thinking about doing bonus readings, but we'll see how things are going. I'm still not doing any personal readings at this time. That's also in the thought process, but for right now, more than likely I'll be doing the general card readings with the extended, and I may more than likely introduce the career and finance part as well. Maybe the love, we'll see. And with the general card readings, I'm going to keep that as a complete free service, and that'll also be on my Patreon, of course. But for the other type of readings that I'm considering about introducing, the general aspects of them would definitely be free, but the extended, that you would have to definitely be a part of my Patreon page to see more of the extended. But at least the general readings, I think I'm going to keep that for everyone. Yeah, so let's get into your reading. This is for Cancer for the time frame of July the 1st to the 25th of 2025. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Cancer, wow, this is awesome. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Cancer, interestingly enough, I feel like almost like a two-part in this, whereby some of you, you'll know where it falls on you. Some of you, this is you finally getting to a comfortable place in your working environment, in your job placement, perhaps your collaboration, your responsibilities. Some of you being comfortable in a way of retirement, or your business is going smoothly, and it's just you're enjoying your work, you're enjoying your efforts. Things are just going like your way, in the best possible way. In your life, you feel you have a good control over things, and you don't have stress like that. You know what I mean? It's comfortable. And in some of you, the next parts of the side of you, Cancer, I feel this is someone who sees you as a major, great investment. They see quality, they see assurance, they see capability, they see someone who really does add to the team or add to the efforts, or someone who truly appreciates your service and can see all of the effort and passion that goes in that, and they can see about collaborating with you or further kind of referring you and expanding your business. They just see a lot of merit in you, and that in turn also gives them gratification of, yes, this is the proper investment, this is someone I need to be involved with, or whatever have you. This could even be in a collaboration or a business negotiation or something like that. Okay, so you'll know where you fall on that. Further clarification, yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. There we go. That's literally what I just finished saying. Cancer, this is coming up more so like you, very passionate, very focused, very dedicated to what brings you joy and light in your life. Moving forward with what truly defines you, like putting your hands on things, getting things done, being in the go and in the know, Okay, that's probably why this Queen of Pentacles has a lot of confidence in you, because you exude confidence as the Queen of Wands. Okay, and in some of you, like I said, if you fall on the lines of actually being also the Queen of Pentacles, you in turn see this vice versa into someone else, into moving forward with a partnership, collaboration, people on your team, business, or just being free yourself in those respects. Okay, this is a great development that's happening in the time frame, especially this partnership, this union, vice versa, coming in your life. Further clarification. Yeah, the Three of Swords. This union, or whatever this is, with collaboration with people, or the investments, or the business, or the collaboration, whatever the situation is, it's allowing you to heal through certain disappointments, whereby I sense that you thought you had to really stand alone to get certain things done, but you yourself are surprised by this other entity or this other person that kind of like really clicks with you. Okay, and on the other side, like I said, for some of you, this person who sees this investment in you, you've given them hope. You've realized, you've made them realize that everybody is not in the kind of like the mediocre, or they're not in a way whereby it will begrudgingly hurt their standing or their heart, or make them have any regrets. Okay, so that's literally what's coming across as this Three of Swords. There's an aspect of confidence that's assured overall for either side, wherever you fall on this. Let's see just a further insight onto that with the Kipper deck, and we have, yeah, false person. This person is literally not seeing, like literally, they're not seeing you as someone who's pretending. Okay, they're not seeing you as someone who is who is like trying to put on a face. Okay, they're literally seeing your true passion. Okay, and you vice versa are seeing the same thing in another person. They're really making you, or them, think twice and say, you know what, I'll give this person a chance. Which is interesting, because I'm an intuitive reader, and by looking at the cards, it might indicate the reverse, like someone's putting on a pretend, but I actually don't sense that. I sense that you, or vice versa, you are making this person believe in putting faith and confidence in someone else again, or vice versa, whereby you yourself are getting that belief from working with an entity or an individual or certain clientele or whatever, that wow, they really like your service. They're not pretending to. They're not giving you false promises of, yeah, I'll spread the word over. No, they really are, because they really enjoy what you have to offer. You know, wherever you fall on that. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. For some of you, you could have a business partner, perhaps. Okay, or more people who are seeing the flourishing of your work and wanting to further invest. Okay, that's just for some of you as it steadily goes on. But I sense this is also you, like eventually moving forward. I sense this more so in a time frame of 3 weeks to a month, interestingly enough. So not too much longer now, whereby because of this partnership that's happening here, or this great cooperative energy, that things get busy, but it's also, well, it's already busy, but it's also going to further establish you in a way whereby, okay, systems are in place, things are in order, people have their responsibilities covered, and things are moving well. Okay, you don't have to be too hands-on the thing. You could delegate. You've already given orders. Some of you started a business. Okay, it's very clear. You started a business, or you got promoted to a higher standing. You're getting used to the accompaniment of the employees, or whatever have you, or the collaboration of a different group or sector or something like that. But this is King of Pentacles. The systems, everything is running on tip-top order, which is going to give you more space and time to then plan towards and also negotiate and speak to like the board members or the other aspects of expansion to the next bigger plans to come because of your success that's developing here. Further clarification. Yeah, see the Strength card. You are risen in authority, okay? And I sense some of you did not think it would happen this fast, or in this particular after this click that happened here, okay? You've understood that you had to be strong through all this. You gave that strength of confidence and assurance, hence the lion in the picture there, and hence what we spoke about over here, that confidence that you were exuding. But now you can just relax just a little bit more. You don't have to be as hands like get it done type understanding in certain ways, almost like a diplomatic type thing. You can be a bit more patient, a bit more calmer, a bit like that's what's happening here with the Strength card and the King of Pentacles. Like I said, the process, the environment, the strategy, the everything is moving on as a fine-tooth comb. It's moving in the process that you developed, that you were a part of bringing on board. Okay, so there's a lot of worries that you used to have that you don't need to have anymore. Okay, further clarification. Thank you, universe. Yeah, 9 of Wands. You see that? This is the establishment of that work and those collaborations that brought you to this point. Okay, there's still more work to do, but those are the next big steps, and that's why you have the King of Pentacles here, because he just needs to speak. He doesn't need to necessarily be involved in the day-to-days like that, like the Queen of Pentacles. That's how you started or where you are right now, but soon you'll be moving into a more prominent or like needing more like assistance so that you are free now to then move on to the next stages. Interesting. Thank you, universe. I just got that. So the point of that is this was you, and things were getting to a place like what I spoke about before, and you maybe had to hire like a CEO or a personal assistant or someone who's passionate about the work. It could be vice versa, like I said. And the Queen of Pentacles didn't want to be, disappointed with their choice. They need someone in there who can get things done, drive it, passion, get it, and that's what the Queen of Wands is also in the hands-on, and that like a general manager or something like that. So that's the whole situation that's happening here. Okay, whether you or vice versa, and the 9 of Wands, that the things are still getting done now, like the setup of things. Okay, whilst you are technically going to be working on that next wand, which will make eventually the 10 of Wands. Okay, so there's work being done, and it's in no short measure of your efforts. So let's see just a little insight on that, and we have Lovers. Yes, see what I mean? You are loving the collaboration, the cooperation, whether it's an individual, a corporation, the investment, whatever the situation is, you are loving this union. It has made all the difference, okay? It is really like taking a lot of stress off you so you can then really continue moving towards those dreams that you've had. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, the Moon card. Because you'll also be in certain negotiations or in those loftier ambitions and stuff like that, you're being encouraged with the Moon, even though everything is not always set right out there in front of you. You're being encouraged, hey, you're doing well. Don't mind the noise sometimes and everything. One step at a time, things get lighter, things get more clear. Just keep going as you're going, okay? Just keep going as you're going. Things will be revealed as you continue to go. Don't stop, okay? For the clarification, yeah, the 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. Remember I told you with the King of Pentacles, you're moving towards the next one to make an eventual 10 of Wands of sorts. Even though it's the King of Pentacles, that's what you're working on because of the 9 of Wands here. Okay, the 9 of Cups, like I said, you don't know how certain things are going to play out as you're involved with these negotiations, these next stages, or even your capacity of your new position or whatever the situation is. But it's going to be very fulfilling. The next stage of what you're anticipating, it's going to come true in the best possible way. Okay, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. You may not know how that's going to entirely come about. You have plans towards it, but it may not necessarily be in the exact way, but you're being encouraged to just continue going because things will be cleared up and you will get that Nine of Cups. There will be success in this. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. So some of you in this next success, this is further, perhaps for some of you, further investment, which is that expansive energy which I was talking about with the King of Pentacles, as you were more free to further expand. Very wealthy, by the way, with the King of Pentacles. He's very wealthy. Okay, all the resources are there. Okay, and he's just he doesn't have to worry like that. You know, he's just free to further build his kingdom. Okay, and with your negotiation, you're probably negotiating with the next expansion with the Queen of Swords. Okay, someone who knows the nonsense, gets straight to the point. Maybe this is another manager you're bringing on staff, or maybe it's another teammate that's going to be involved with you and just being a part of a grand design of whatever this is you're involved in. Okay, this seems to be a very, like, you have some big visions, big dreams that you're working towards right now. The Queen of Swords is someone who knows the truth. It's coming through. It could be a lawyer, getting a lawyer on board to further facilitate with specialties towards the other arrangements that you want. Getting another, like, someone with, it doesn't have to be a lawyer, but some type of specialty is what I'm hearing. Okay, that further expands and elevates whatever project this is. This is someone who you can definitely trust. Okay, very straightforward, very clear-minded. They have a vision. They can understand where you're coming from and make sense of things, make things very clear. So this is another aspect of this that you've been desiring. That's probably in your negotiations and your expansion, and it is coming through. Okay, very clear, very precise. Okay, and we have, yeah, Three of Cups, celebration, which is interesting because I sense this is like the celebration between all of these royal aspects that's happening here. Okay, it's like the dream team, either you being a part of a dynamic, or you or your business itself having a very comfortable team who's involved, you know, and you're just it's just and with the success that's building up and what's happening, it's just it takes so much weight off your shoulders. I mean, you feel like you are definitely headed in the right direction. Before I forget, let me just do an extra insight with this row right here. Yeah, see, official person. Literally what I just finished saying with the Queen of Swords, official person. So it could be a lawyer on the team. It could be someone with a special skill. Okay, official person. So let's continue on with the Three of Cups for the clarification. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Moving with this celebration, there's a lot of great stuff that's happening. Celebration, like victory in so many sense. Things are just moving forward well. And Knight of Swords, and you're going swiftly towards, like, whatever this clarification is, which is great, especially with the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Swords is like the pathway is clear. Okay, there is no more question to the next expansion. You know the next destination, and the pathway is clear, and you're going swiftly. Okay, your reputation precedes you, and you are known, or you are trusted. You are part of this team, or this is your business, or something like that. Okay. Absolutely incredible. Further clarification. Yeah, Six of Cups. A lot of dreams coming true. There are some really comfortable people who almost feels like family to you on the team. Some of them could be family, you never know. But this is just a trusted atmosphere. Just very comfortable. You don't have to look over your shoulder anymore. You don't have to worry if anybody's lying or anything. Everybody's working towards this common great goal. You see that? And that's also why I'm harking back when I said, even though some of these cards here on first face value, they may look a certain way, but I'm an intuitive reader, and I will tell you what I see and what I feel. Hence, what has followed. Okay. So, and sometimes sometimes it's hard to do that because I doubt myself sometimes, but I'm learning to not doubt myself. You know, it takes some time. Let's see a further insight, and we have, yeah, privileged lady, a lot of success, a lot of wealth, a lot of establishment, just privilege, just excitement. See all this? Just phenomenal. Let's get into your extended. Okay. And because I'm still dealing with limited technologies, I have to go a little bit faster, but we'll see how this goes. The extended, as you know, goes over the 2 pillars, just gives further insight, okay? And you can rewind back and cross-reference as well. Also, I'd like to take this time to say, please consider like, share, subscribing to the YouTube channel. Please leave comments. I'd love to know if the reading is helping you. I also have a Patreon page. I'm trying to make some changes, like I said earlier in the message. But I have a $3 tier there. I have a $9.99 tier there. Even if you consider becoming a $3 member, it greatly helps the growth and development of the channel. All of that is in the description box below. Okay, thank you, and let us continue. And we see the extended, and we have, 6 of Cups. This is, the 6 of Cups over here, and this starting over here. This is like a longing that you wanted. Also, for some of you, this is also someone who, it's vice versa, like I said, it's someone who knew you, trusted you, and brought you on the team, okay? Or vice versa, whereby you you saw something in someone or a grouping, and you took a chance, or you decided, you know what, I believe that might be the right group for me. And it's proven very, very on point, beneficial for you. You made the right call. For the clarification, 9 of Swords. You had anxieties. You had worries that this wouldn't work, just because of a lot of past hurt, past regrets, and a lot of those things created these fears. But all of these fears, these anxieties, and these worries with the 9 of Swords, they're unwarranted. Okay, it's not going to happen with this. Not this time. You see what's happening here? Okay, not this time. For the clarification, King of Cups. King of Cups, Cancer. There's going to be more calmness, more smoothness. Certain people who need to go, or establishments who need to go, they're sailing away, and certain ones who need to come, they're coming in. Okay, you found your peace. You understand who you are. You understand what you want now. Okay, and you're very calm and collected and clear. And if something is not resonating with that, you're just not going to give it your energy, which is a great way to be in this regard. Okay, because you are focused on your dream, you're focused on your goal, and that energy, that mindset is really bringing in that aspect of cohesion that you want for your life and your business or whatever situation is. Let's further, let's just see another insight. Main male. So this is like, the main male is like, in this regard, like that focus on you, or that focus on the aspect of those who are close to you, who are important to you. Okay, you'll know where you fit with this. But there is that focus on this one individual who is going to be a part of this journey with you, or this one entity who is going to be a part of this understanding with you. You're not wavering. You're so focused on that. You're calm, and you've come at peace with that, okay? And again, vice versa. This could also be you. Like, you're literally focused on you, your life, your achievements. You're not being distracted anymore, okay? Again, vice versa. It's a vice versa thing because I felt 2 main groups happening here. Let's see what else is happening here. Knight of Wands. Expanding in new terrains, learning new things, your name getting more known, and people really gravitating with you and being confident with being with you. There's a pacing yourself through all of this, okay? It's a sense of discovery, and it's a very good discovery. You know, I felt the moon energy up in this as well. This is a lot of confidence, a lot of passion, okay, with the Knight of Wands. This is a confident stride forward. Like, especially right here. You see these 2 pillars right here that it's covering over? Rewind back and listen to what I said about that, okay? But you are confident in your accompaniment. You are confident in this stride, in this journey now. It's like, you know, you're on a steady climb, okay? Further clarification, see what I mean? My goodness, Cancer. 6 of Wands. Six of Wands, Cancer. This is coming from a victory in the limelight now, very bold, very a lot of accolades, very assured, and you're moving on to further victory, further expansion. Things are just working out in the best possible way. Further clarification, yeah, Three of Pentacles. Your efforts, your quality, the people on board, everybody has a special skill, everybody has a talent, a role to play, and it's coming together in a very cooperative, very trustworthy way that's really making something special. Okay, that's going to be very kind of desired in market or wherever your efforts and everything are going. Okay, there's a lot of achievement, a lot of growth that's happening here, especially because the team is together. Okay, let's see what else is. Oh, wait, before I turn that over, let's see what else the Kipper has to say. Just a little insight. Yeah, occupation, the work. You see all the material, the coordination, the focus. Everybody is focused on this, okay? Some of you, like I said, this is a new occupation. You were brought on board, or some of you, this is just an expansion of an entity that you're in, or your own business, something like that. But it's like you've changed you're brought on. You made this new zest, okay, and things are working out, okay, in this occupation, in your decision of this business, or in this role, or whatever the situation is. Absolutely incredible. And we have right here, Four of Pentacles. Right here, everybody they have a clear mind. They have a kind of like a responsible mind is what's coming through with the Four of Pentacles, okay? Nothing is wasted. Nothing is falsely placed or miscalculated or whatever. Everybody is focused on the success and the prudency of this growth and continues to build team momentum, okay? There is no quick, like, laissez-faire, careless understandings. Everybody has a sense of rationality, common sense, responsibility, prudence. Everybody's in their role and they know what they bring, and everybody's like, you know what I mean? It's confident, it's assured, okay? Further clarification, yeah, Eight of Cups, because no one's dealing with any nonsense anymore. Like I said, false promises or any careless or whatever, that's a thing of the past. You are not having it, and everybody else who's involved is not having it. This is a very serious, in the best uplifting possible way. Okay, everybody has that same mindset. They're going towards the sun. They understand that everybody's success leads into everybody's success. Everybody's leaving behind those things that were disappointing. You're not bringing any charlatans on the team, nothing like that. This is just leaving the old way of doing things that were very disappointing behind, and you can see the sun, you can see the light, and you're moving towards it very strongly. You're not looking back. Look, we have that over here again with the Three of Swords. There has been so much anxiety and pain, not just with you, but with who you're involved in, okay, that they learn to recognize it, and they're not allowing it in their life or in the business or anything else anymore. So you don't have to be afraid of this anymore, okay? You don't have to be afraid of this anymore. Yeah, trauma, it kicks up sometimes, but you don't have to be afraid anymore, okay? You have people who are responsible, okay? You have people who are now responsible, involved with you, and who can recognize your worth as well, okay? So let's see a little bit of a further insight into that. And we have bad health. That is interesting. So what's coming through, interestingly enough, what's coming through, there may, I don't sense it's you, but it may be someone on the team who might be going through a health issue. Please be aware of them, concerned. Don't freak out in certain respects. They may be a critical part of the team. Okay, I sense they just need a bit more kind of either rest or certain adjustments. Life is not always simple, right? Certain adjustments on the team. So just be aware of that. I don't sense necessarily that it's you, but some people might, not some people, could be one person, depending. They might call in sick a couple times, whatever. Don't jump to conclusions, okay? Don't think that they're making up stories or whatever, because Four of Pentacles. Everybody literally has his mindset towards his victory. Okay? And also, keeping that in mind, take care of yourself as well. Okay, don't overwork. Okay? So, I'm going to take out 4 angel messages for these 4 main pillars. And let's see what the angel messages have to say. For the first pillar over here, and we have ask for help from others. You don't have to do everything alone anymore, or vice versa, because that's literally how it started. Remember, you were the Queen of Wands over here, who was brought on by this Queen of Pentacles, or vice versa. Okay, everybody's like, this new thing is being built to cooperate. We have that story all throughout this reading, and we have here the answer is yes, especially on this pillar right here. Just rewind back and see what was said. You can trust the aspect of who is placed into what responsibility, and know that things are going to be taken care of effectively, efficiently, with confidence. You can trust your team. Okay? And we have there's something better. Excellent. So right here, and that's probably going even more so with the moon energy, whereby you may not necessarily see in this particular row here how everything's going to play out. Would you be encouraged to just continue moving one step at a time? Things will be revealed. So an aspect of doing certain things in negotiations and stuff like that, there may be certain changes. You don't know yet, okay, when you get to this stage, okay? So just be open to that, hey, there could be a better way of doing something. And it could even come from that official person right here, especially with the Queen of Swords. I think she was in this row as well. And that was like that lawyer type vibe, okay? So pay attention when you get to that stage. And we have right here, choose a new direction. Okay, so right here, when it comes to the bad health, the 3 of Swords, there may be a critical juncture point. Whatever may happen there. There's a lot of celebration, a lot of positive movement and expansion happening here. But even in that expansion, sometimes comes new trials. Okay? Choose a new direction. Perhaps something radically in your success may need to shift again when you get to this point. Okay? Sometimes it's like we think a certain way for the size of the project. Okay? But then we may need to adjust for the next scale of the project, okay? And whatever that may be for you. So just keep that open mind in this area over here, okay? All in all, this is a beautiful reading going towards great building of your success and taking away a lot of stress that I sense that you battled with before. And life is not without its challenges, but I can sense you're definitely going to be overcoming it in the best possible way. You have a really great team here. And Cancer, I really do hope the reading was beneficial and uplifting for you. Thank you for being here, and I wish you the best. Bye.
Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.